Hello people, it's me Shuriken255. Just saying to avoid possible confusion from my last video, I decided to start some kind of devlog on my Zozo game, explaining how is the game development going and my future plans about it. I intend to release one devlog episode at the end of each month, but I can't be sure if I can keep up with that, so I can't promise anything. So before I go into details, let me explain what this game is. Zozo game is a platformer kind of game where the levels, environment, and boss fights are synchronized to the music. Not too far from my head be doing, huh? The final game has the main limitation to be an exe file with 1 MB size. The reason for this limitation was inspired by old console games that had a lot of technical limitations, and people did the most they could under these circumstances. Also, the big part of this inspiration was Pico 8 Fantasy console. When the game is finished, I'm going to publish it on Steam. I hope there will be enough support from people to make this happen. How much will it cost? Well, I don't know. I need to see how tough the development will be, but I will try to keep the price low. Speaking of when the game will be released, I don't know that either. Making a game is not easy, especially when you are doing it alone and from scratch. The development of this game will take years and I won't release it until it's polished. The game is being written on programming language C. I chose this language due to its compatibility with CPU, so programs written on it run quickly. I use only one external library, WinAPI, which allows me to interact with Windows OS to create windows, draw inside of them, read input from mouse and keyboard, as well as push sound data for audio driver to play. Basically, essentials to make a game. The way this game is being developed makes it hard to port it onto other devices or operating systems, so don't expect it to be released in mobile or consoles. The graphics of this game are rendered to 256 on 144 canvas that can only have 16 colors from Dynamite 16 color palette made by Retrosaur. Then this canvas is scaled to fit the window. The audio of the game uses 2 AO3 plus VRC6 sound chip simulation to render 8-bit sample data by following commands written in a self-made, simple audio format, for short SAF. You can search for examples on how 2 AO3 plus VRC6 works and sounds like on YouTube. With the SAF file format that I have created, 1 minute of music takes less than 2 kilobytes of space per minute on average. For example, if I have 1 hour of soundtrack, it would only take 120 kilobytes. The average quality of OGG or MP3 files takes 1172 kilobytes per minute, which will result in 68 megabytes for 1 hour of soundtrack. This way I save space for music and sound effects more than 500 times. Speaking of the progress of the game, it currently has a level editor where you can create levels and test them. It also has some enemies that already have synchronized logic and you can set patterns to them, but currently it's very tricky to do. For my future plans, I will be polishing the game engine, improving game compilation process, and providing myself more tools to make the development easier. Well, that's it for this devlog. If you have any questions about the game, leave them in the comments and I will try to respond to them. See you later.